in the early season as both of these programs try to make an early statement and build that resume. Welcome to the home of the Alabama Crimson Tide, Tuscaloosa, Alabama, Saban Field at Bryant-Denny Stadium. As we'll see the number 19 team in the country, the Ohio State Buckeyes, taking on the third-ranked team in the land, the Alabama Crimson Tide. 3A Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. Alabama about to kick off to get things started. And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone. The fans are ready for this one. The booth's shaking underneath us, guys. Back to throw, it's Hodges. And the defense making a play, getting a hand on that pass. Well, I'm sure there are a lot of emotions, a homecoming of sorts as he comes back to the place where he played as the head coach of the opposition.
You know it holds a special place in his heart. He's right now taking the field thinking about all the great memories he shared with his teammates, with his family, with the fans during his time. But he's got a job, Dave.
Oh, he's got some space. Stopped him at the 41, but that's a big pickup of 15.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
They'll put it in play from the 41 on first down. Looking to throw on first down. The short hands, it's Rodgers. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throw and catch.
I like the running back there on the route and the patience he showed, really setting it up. He got to the defender, he was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the first.
Wants to throw on first down. With the catch, it's Wilkins. Oh, he got loose. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down. The Buckeyes want to crank the tempo.
I'll tell you, this guy has to get touches early in games. They're doing a good job of that right now. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands. And I think if you're on offense, you move him around. Find more creative ways to get him involved.
Love seeing these early season top 25 matchups. You can get a really good feel of how good these teams are, guys.
And the intensity is going to be big too, David, because the players, you know, on these teams, they've been thinking about this game for a long time. They knew they'd have a national stage, and they got a chance to prove just how good they are.
Oh, man, make that statement. Make that early statement. We always look at the end of the season, and what does the committee say? Oh, they beat top 25 so-and-so. Here's your chance to put that on your resume that'll pay off big time and late in the season.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Buckeyes pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. He's got it and still on his feet. Touchdown, Ohio State. Made the grab and took it on in for the score. You want to talk about a great way to start the game and set the tone early.
It's so nice to have a quarterback just get himself into the game and get himself established. You make a couple throws, you lead your offense down the field, you score right off the bat. Could not have been a better start for that QB.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Power football with the run. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Wide receiver going in motion. To the air, it's Russell. Firing to the right, complete. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
Well, your opponent scored on their opening drive, so obviously no need to panic. But I know, having been in this situation as a quarterback, you want to answer right away. So really good to see him making some nice throws here on their opening drive. He's going to try and see if he can get this thing tied up.
As a defensive guy now, you're always zoomed in on the quarterback. I mean, these guys, whether they're throwing the football or running it, at least they have the football in their hands every time. You know where they're going to be. You focus in. The defense locked and loaded, understand what they were trying to accomplish, doing a good job getting to the quarterback, and then make those physical hits count. Finish those tackles with aggressive hits. Make that quarterback feel you for a whole length of a game.
So that penalty is going to cost them the first down as they back up, and now it's 2nd down. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. Back to pass. Here's a heat. Good little pickup there as he saw some daylight and got what he could.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there, so instead of throwing it away, getting the incomplete, just get...
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down.
Looks to me on that deep ball like he was forcing it a little bit. You got to be careful as a quarterback. You're not trying to outduel the other guy who just threw a touchdown pass. You're just trying to win the game. So just execute the plays. The ball goes to who it's designed to go to. And if that means you got to turn around and hand it off, then that's what you got to do. But I think on that last deep ball, QB forcing it a little bit.
He's got it. First down and more. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. He unleashed a bullet on that pass and converted the 4th down.
Gotta love it. Some people get conservative. Some people don't want to mess up. 4th down, you could tell. He wanted that window, and he threw it as hard as he could. Throws a strike to the wide receiver. Gets the big 4th down conversion.
Wants to throw. It's Gee. Bringing the heat. Bought a little time. Lets it go. The sure hands. It's Farrell. He stops him at the 31, but not before. He picks up 10 yards on the play.
Well, that's a real good-looking throw. And I know at Alabama recently they've had a lot of different quarterbacks, and they've also had a lot of different guys calling plays. But one thing that's never seemed to waver is how explosive the offense has been, and the big reason is because of the efficient play they've had consistently year in, year out at the quarterback position as well. They recruited extremely well. They coach these guys up. And this is a guy who loves football, loves the X's and O's, and you're seeing it translate onto the field right now.
Oh, he should have had that one right in his hands, and he couldn't hang on. Typically, he makes that play. It'll be 2nd down.
Bad news on that play, it's an incompletion. The good news is the quarterback knew if his guy wasn't going to catch it, nobody was with that ball landing out of bounds.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. They want to run this quarterback. Gets it past the first down marker and still running. And he's loose and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown time!
And that's 3 touchdowns in 2 games. Just continuing to find the end zone, continuing to make plays. This guy is on pace for a great season. He's put the college football world on notice.
Extra point here will tie the game. And he made the extra point without problem. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. Working the middle of the field, and it's complete. And it's a first down. They'll mark it at the 44.
As a head coach, you love it when your quarterback is locked in early. Opening drive, throws a touchdown pass. Really nice throw on that last play. Here in the second drive, he's firing on all cylinders. You can tell this guy did his homework coming into this game, and right now it's paying off.
You open a drive like that, and the entire playbook opens up on first down from the 44. On the move. Got the first down. Looking for more. Breaks into the open. Touchdown, Buckeyes! Once he got a step, it was all over right to the house.
Yeah, dude, if I'm a DC, I'm throwing my clipboard. I'm throwing my hands up in the air. What do you want me to do? I mean, this is unbelievable, having a guy this dynamic at the quarterback spot that can take it 50-plus and make it look that easy. You stop him.
Kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. Fielded in the end zone. It's Hamilton. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he'd just taken a knee in the end zone. In front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Motion from the back. On the move. Creates a little space. Rams him with the stiff arm. He rolls all the way up to the 40-yard line before going out of bounds in this running game, making an impact. The Crimson Tide rolling on the ground, tries to keep momentum going. Looking downfield, it's Russell. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Quarterback making adjustments. Second and 10, he'll throw again. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep.
What a play by the defender that time, because he's matched up one-on-one man coverage against an outstanding wide receiver, and it's the defender who makes the play. Really, really good position. He was up to the challenge. Be interesting to see if this quarterback goes his way again.
Boy, guys, they got off to a great start with that big first play on this drive, but now a couple of incompletions leaves them in a hole. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44. Offense in the hurry-up.
Defense gives up the pretty big run. They get the first down, and listen, you got to reload quick now because this offense, they got their foot on the accelerator.
Turning it on! A huge pickup on the play before he goes out of bounds, but the question is, will it stand? There is a penalty marker on the field. Alabama rolling quickly downfield, set up with another first down. Wants to go up top on first down. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And you must do that against a guy of this caliber. This kind of QB will absolutely pick you apart. You got to get hurries, you got to get pressures, and when you can get hits and make him feel the physicality of the game, maybe you can take that guy and knock him down a few notches.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. He'll take it himself. Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line. Alabama pushing the tempo. Got some room, headed to the goal line. He's all the way down to the 3. Showed it all on that run. First and goal for the offense. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Bama!
And I tell you what, Reese, I'm not picking a team unless I got a guy that can do something like this at the quarterback spot. I need an athlete. I need a little bit of mobility. It just dictates too much to the defense. QB runs in for 6.
And he knocked that one right down the middle. And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. He'll bring it out. It's Bell. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. Looking to throw, it's Hodges. Fires to the right. He's got an open man. And how about that? What the doctor always ordered, an explosive play to the 40. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Now on first down from the 40. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. Got 5 wideouts spread across the field on 2nd and 5. To fire. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
My job is to make sure that ball comes loose, and I got to go through that guy, use my my shoulder pad, drive my feet, really be physical, because if he bobbles it at all, or as soon as his hand gets to the ball, you can tell the difference when that body jerks forward and that ball starts to come loose and fly.
A veritable crimson tide of noise on Saban Field here on third down. Under fire. And this is going to be incomplete on third down.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver, but against man coverage, there were other guys on that play that were open that could have had a chance. So this quarterback just needs to settle down a little bit. He won't be throwing as many incompletions if he just lets the coverage tell him where to go with the ball.
On fourth down, looking to pass. Makes the grab, plenty for the first down. We've played one, and we are right back where we started, all tied up after the first period as we take a look at the stats. We've got a good one going here and looking forward to keeping those vibes going here in the second quarter. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Using his feet. Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19.
You know, you talk so much about QBs, right? Having to make really good decisions. There's a great example. He didn't see anybody open downfield. He didn't hesitate for 1 second. He put his head down, and he took off and went running and generated an explosive play for the offense.
Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt.
Well, this guy's a weapon, throwing it and running it, and you know he's going to try to hurt this defense with his legs.
It puts so much stress on the defensive line to chase him, and the fact that the play is extended so long.
Yeah, if they've got a spy defensively, if someone's athletic enough to run with this guy, that's going to be maybe a sound move moving forward schematically.
He's got it on the move. Touchdown, Ohio State. And they take it in for 6 more points. These two guys, they just shared a glance, and they knew exactly what to do, Nick.
And how many times do we hear that? The quarterback talk about it after the game and go, hey, I just looked at him. He knew what I saw. I knew what he saw. We're on the same page. We've done this before. That chemistry equals big plays.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. They'll try to answer that last score with one of their own. A chance here to tie the game with a touchdown drive. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line?
Hey, how about this, D? You think they're locked in and dialed into this quarterback and his ability to run the football? You've seen him make plays.
There he goes! Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To throw, it's Gee. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
Backed up now. Here's second and long. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. They'll go back to the air on second down. He'll throw it. And that is incomplete. Tide looking for a big play to convert on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. And he is going to be forced out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage. Tremendous defense there.
Finally, a defense. Looks like they're able to break serve here. These offenses have been up and down the field now, these last two drives apiece, scoring points. But the sack right there finally puts an end to that, we think. Setting up fourth down, and that might be a major play so far in this game to give them a lot of momentum moving forward.
Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. Boy, if they don't convert this fourth down, there will be questions to be answered. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. It's complete. Will not get there. A fourth down stop.
Well, I knew the coach was confident in his offense. I did not know he was that confident this early in the game. Fourth and long. I thought he just pumped that one away and let his defense take the field. Interesting.
Dropping back, it's Hodges. Finds his man. It's Bond. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33.
Well, that's great timing by the quarterback and receiver on that out route. If you're going to be running that against man coverage like they were there, that ball has to be thrown early, and it's got to be thrown out in front of the receiver, and they execute it perfectly.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Back to pass on second down. Caught over the middle. It's Bell. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
And this has got to be so demoralizing for this defense right now. Having given up multiple first downs on this drive, somebody on defense has to step up, make a play, and stop the bleeding.
The Buckeyes with the 1st and 10. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. Makes the grab on the left. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. The Buckeyes in the hurry-up. Defense showing heavy blitz at the line. Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. Oh, the fumble, and the defense got it. Oh, he's got some space. 30. He's at the touchdown, Crimson Tide. This defense making a big play, putting it in the end zone.
And great job by the defense. The ball's thrown, the ball's completed, swarming to the football, knock it out, and then guess what? Be there to scoop it up, run it back to the end zone. Huge play by this defense.
The extra point here would tie the game. And he puts through the extra point. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Always expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. Georgia Tech pulled one out today on a day they clearly did not have their best. And that's a testament to those rambling wreck players. That winning gene, I really believe it's a thing. All that speculation all week, and now we know. But something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Calls his own number. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle.
Well, this quarterback has had a lot of success burning this defense with his legs. That time, though, there was nowhere to go. Give the defense credit. They won their one-on-ones up front. Tremendous speed getting to him and bringing him down for a TFL.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. He'll off one deep down the left side. He's got it inside the 25. A massive pickup on that one, and they're in business at the 21. He is an absolute blur out there, and it doesn't take him many grabs to have that yards per catch through the roof, sort of like Harris Campbell has done or David Boston back in the day.
And these are the guys that scare the absolute mess out of you because they can fly. They run right by you, and you're a corner. You're backing up because you're so scared of their speed, and you could see it was on full display there.
Scanning the field is Hodges. Going for 6. And he was trying to cash in the end zone in this red zone threat, but it's incomplete.
And this is the part of the field, man, you really got to have a plan because these windows get smaller and you're trying to fit that ball into the end zone. It's difficult to do. Quarterback, receivers, they got to be on the same page.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Wants to throw it. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Buckeyes. Fired in from the red zone for the score. A lot of glorious days in the history of the Buckeyes, and this might put this guy right at the top of the list for a single game.
And that list of names is incredible. Like, we could go down the list of so many guys that have been such great playmakers, so dynamic. So to think about putting yourself in that category, we're going to be talking about winning trophies and this guy being an All-American by season's end.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Quarterback keeper. Got enough for the first down. They've got him down at the 40 after he ripped off 15 yards. Alabama quickly back to the line.
And how about that? Right after they get the explosive play running the ball, they're going right back to the line of scrimmage for some tempo.
We're at the 2-minute timeout. It's been a good one so far. Opportunity for this offense perhaps to take the lead before halftime. Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10. To the air, it's Russell. Here he goes breaking the pocket. Finds space on the right. Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 48. The offense has it now at the 48-yard line, 1st and 10. Looking downfield on 1st down. And the quarterback will be forced out of bounds short of the line of scrimmage. I think they'll give him a sack. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Grabbed in the middle. It's Bloomberg. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down.
I'll tell you, man, I love quarterbacks that have arm talent, but that can throw it accurately at the same time, and you saw all of it on that in route.
Quarterback gets the 1st down. All out of space. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense 1st and goal from the 7.
Offensive coordinators feel really smart when the run game opens, especially early in the game, because now everything is at their disposal and the defense is already on their heels.
They ripped off a huge chunk, and now a little chunk is needed to pay it off. Motion from the wideout. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. And he is swarmed under a host of defenders there to make the stop.
A nice job by the defense with the edges. They try the touch pass on 1st and goal. Nice job setting the edge, not letting him get outside, making the good tackle, forcing 2nd down and goal.
They've pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on 2nd and goal. A designed run for the quarterback. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Alabama!
And I love that this offense stuck to it, stuck to the run game, didn't panic. They got down, but they answered the bell right before the half, and they got this thing right where they want it now. They can tie this football game and hopefully go into the half with a lot of momentum.
And now they'll empty the backfield for the two-point try. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Setting up for the extra point and the tie. And he added the extra point. They put together a 74-yard touchdown drive, and they finished it off with the score from the 4. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And as the ball makes its way into the end zone, it'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Dropping back, it's Hodges. Fires to the right. It's incomplete, and trust me, you will not see that very often from this guy. It's second down.
Well, he's linked up with his quarterback 4 times in this first half. Finally, they're not able to connect on that one. I think the defense just had enough. I think they've said, you know what? You can throw it somewhere else, but you're not going to get it to that guy. We're going to have coverage helping out on that receiver.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Quarterback empties his backfield. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Unloads to the wideout. Oh, he can hang on. That one was nearly picked off. Instead, he'll force a fourth down.
Those are those where you're just looking at your hands. Left hand, right hand, left hand, right hand. Dang it, I should have caught that. Nice play, break on the football. That could have been a house call. That could have been a game changer, but just couldn't secure the interception.
On fourth down, they'll pass for it. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And the incomplete pass turns it over in their own end.
Tell you what, coaches catch heat a lot nowadays, especially on social media. I expect him to catch a lot of heat. Fourth down, long yardage situation on your own territory, and you want to go for it, and you fail, and you're surprised. You definitely shouldn't be surprised. Just don't check your mentions, dog.
This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You've really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
And both these quarterbacks, man, they're showing off their ability to take off and scramble and make plays. Right here, it's a design pass. He's looking to make a play. What does he do? He sees some space, captures it, makes the big play with his feet, gets another first down. This guy can do that a lot.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Oh, and they'll try to catch him with a pass. Lets it go to the end zone. Touchdown tie. Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
And the offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now going into the half with the lead, with the momentum?
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room probably down, and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
And the extra point splits the uprights. They're up 35-28. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finish things off with an 8-yard toss for the score. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. No reason to risk trying to field that one as it skips through the end zone. It'll be a touchback. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Dropping back, it's Hodges. Here comes the heat. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
That's what this defense has to do, guys. They've got to knock this quarterback down to the ground. He's already thrown a couple of TDs. The only way you're going to stop that is with good quarterback pressure.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. Fires one high and deep. Oh, he had it, the deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Well, you make big plays for your quarterback in the game. You catch a touchdown pass, he's going to look your way again, often, downfield like they did right there, but give the defense credit, forcing an incompletion.
Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. The pass falls incomplete, and there are 8 seconds left.
Great job by the defense dialing up some pressure on third down. They hit the quarterback and forced the incompletion.
And the Buckeyes send out the punt unit. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. They were hoping for a little more, but it could have been worse as the punt goes out of bounds, and they'll put it in play around the 45-yard line. Just enough time for one final play in this half. To the air on first down. Quarterback on the move, still looking. Breaks into the open. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Just about set to get this second half underway. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes that Alabama offense. They go to work in the third quarter with the lead, but they have had a little trouble keeping their quarterback upright.
Yeah, and you have the lead, you're positive, but the offensive line coach is definitely going to be upset. And the offensive coordinator, listen, I don't want my guy getting touched. He's being productive, but give him some more time here in the second half.
I think you can do that, too, offensively, by maybe leaving your tight end in to help block, maybe chipping with running backs to help these tackles out on the edge, because you're right, that pocket has been shaky, and if it continues to be that way in the second half, this could be a much different-looking football game.
Hand off from the shotgun. They make the stop after a gain of 3 to the 31. Alabama comes to the line on third and short. To the air, it's Russell. Pressure coming. Still on his feet. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down.
And I like that a lot by this defense, like understanding. This guy's a threat. He's already shown you he will take off and run the football, treating him like a running back, playing pass, but understanding that can happen, rallying to the football and getting him on the ground.
Don't even think about sending the special teams out on 4th down and 3. Making side adjustments here. They'll move the wide receiver. On 4th down, looking for the completion. Got it in the middle, it's Farrell. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a first down. No hesitation, no trying to baby the ball in there. He just fired it complete.
4th down, no problem. I'm just going to rip this to my wide receiver. He believed in himself. He knew he could get it, and they get the 4th down conversion.
Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Well, they try to go quarterback design run on that play, but the defense just not buying it. Nice job, everybody playing downhill and making a tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
They'll go to work on second down after doing damage on the ground. Leaves it with the running back. Able to pick his way forward for a decent gain before the defense gets him down.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical and they're trying to stay on the field.
The Crimson Tide needs to convert on third and short. Quarterback will keep it. He just needed a yard on third down, and there just wasn't any room to pick it up.
Coming up, fourth down.
The offense stays on the field. Maybe they'll try to make the defense jump. They also might try to run it ahead for 1 yard. This quarterback part of their running game. Looks like Alabama will pick up the first down.
I'm not a huge analytics guy, but on 4th and 1, if you're going to get pushed like that from your O-line, I say go for it every time.
This Alabama offense is clicking. They're set up with another first down. They try to pop a run on the draw. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Great play by the defense there, getting the tackle for loss. But on offense, your mindset has to be, we need to be the more physical team here in the second half. We've got the lead, third quarter. We want to run the ball. We've got to have more success getting our blocks and moving forward if we're going to win this game.
He'll get rid of it. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit. Alabama with a lot of ground to cover here on third and long. Just going to keep it after the snap. He is stopped at the 47-yard line, and that's not nearly enough to move the chains.
And you could tell the QB wants to run. He's going to be a big part of the game plan, and the defense really, really understands that. I got to understand, and more importantly, when I get a lick on this cat, I got to take it. Like, not dirty, not cheap shots, but end of the plays, when I can be physical and really make him feel me, I think that'll always bode well in the fourth quarter game.
That's caught. It's Singleton. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play. On that 4th down, the coverage was tight. QB had his receiver. He knew where he wanted to go with it, but the only way that ball gets completed is if he puts a little extra mustard on it, and he shows you the arm talent on the throw.
Alabama comes to the line with 1st and 10. Looking to throw, it's Russell. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Love the physicality of this secondary on defense. That defender got to the football, was able to separate the receiver from the ball, and did it legally. Beautiful job.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Quarterback keeps it. Nice gain of 6, leaving them with 3rd and 4.
That's a big key for this offense. Now, you've got the lead here in the second half. You want to run the football. You've got to just keep getting positive yards. You got to keep the third downs manageable so you can stay on the field, bleed the clock. That's going to be the key for this offense and their team winning the game.
Moving deeper into enemy territory. Move the chains. It's first down at the 27.
And the evolution of the quarterback position. Basically, you should call them running backs who throw the ball really well now.
And guys, you know the other thing that happens here is that sets up the next play because you've sort of left the defensive line gassed trying to run down the quarterback.
Oh, you got to be in shape, chasing him around all day on design runs, on scrambles, and, you know, it's just, and the +1 advantage you get by having that guy. It's just, it's so hard to defend.
Looking to throw on first down. Wide open downfield. Touchdown, Bama! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And the offense punches it in again, and we call his name again. That's 2 touchdowns now in 2 games with still more to be played. I'll tell you what, I think this guy's name will be called a lot more throughout the season. He's that kind of good.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. SMU made it look easy today, but I promise you, there is nothing easy about a double-digit win on the road. And a win like this only confirms that there is something special brewing with these Mustangs. Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still 2 quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking for a man. It's Hodges. And with the completion out to the sideline, they'll pick up a couple.
Now, you put those slot receivers in there, and here's why you do it. You back them off the football a lot of times, but who's guarding them? A lot of times those are linebackers. Those are safeties. You get those good matchups where you can feature one of your speedsters, and a lot of times good things happen.
Wide receivers everywhere on 2nd and 6. Back to pass. He hurls one deep down the left side. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. That's one of those throws. He tried to give it some touch, and as soon as it left his hand, you know he was thinking, no, please bring it back, bring it back.
As a quarterback, Reese, you've got to throw the ball with conviction. Generally, when you throw it harder, oftentimes you're a lot more accurate. All of a sudden now, you try to take something off, you're trying to throw the perfect spiral and cut the wind, and your accuracy goes down, and that was an example there. Errant throw on the interception.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Might be changing the route. Looks as if he's going to run it. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
You know, this offensive line, they just got to hold their blocks a little bit longer. This offense likes to run their quarterback on design plays. If you can just give them a little crease, he can take it the distance, but they couldn't get it done then.
The Crimson Tide looking for a big play to convert on 3rd down. Looking to throw, it's Russell. Gets it out fast. Really nice job there to pick up the first down and get it to their own 41. We've reached a break, and Alabama has the lead. They built a comfortable lead after 3 quarters of play. Let's take a look at how we got here. 1 more quarter to go, and it looks as if we are ready to play. They go back to work in the final period of this one. They'll try the right side. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
The Crimson Tide just hoping at least to get some of the yardage back here on second down. And he's very fortunate to get it back to the line of scrimmage, greeted by a sea of defenders. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Got it in the middle, it's Hamilton. They convert on 3rd down as he gets it to the 46-yard line. Boy, the defense really needed to get off the field there, and they just couldn't do it, and it's a fresh set of downs.
Man, that hurts. When you're trailing late in the ball game, you need those stops, and you get them to 3rd down. You get them to those critical points. Now they get the 1st down. You don't have many left. You better get aggressive.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Throwing on the run. And that one's incomplete. We're taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up.
Love the coverage on the back end by the defense on that play. In these scramble-type situations, the quarterback's rolling out to his right. Everything breaks down, and it really gets hard on these defenders to have to stay with their man, but a good job there by the defense.
From the gun, he leaves it with the back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
Alabama with a lot of ground to cover here on 3rd and long. Looking for a man. It's Russell. He unleashes a long one. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win 1st and 2nd down. You set up 3rd and longs like that, you can show your exotic looks, you can get the pass rush going, everybody in the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force 4th downs.
They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, Alabama.
They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Makes a grab past the marker. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. Alabama pushing the tempo.
I'll tell you what, offenses nowadays, the throw game, they feel so comfortable with it, even late ball games. Don't worry about the clock. They're not worried about that because they know the execution rate is so high. They get the big 4th down here in the 4th quarter.
He's going to run it.
And I feel like this defense is starting to pick up on this quarterback's MO. You've seen it, right? Like, time and time again, he is willing to scramble. He wants to carry the football, kind of apprehensive, maybe doesn't want to make a mistake. I'd love to see him maybe hang in that pocket just a little more and maybe make some plays down the field with his arm.
Ball's at the 22. 3rd and short coming. Can the defense force him to settle for a field goal? Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 11. Defense has to be frustrated. The offense keeps matriculating and matriculating and matriculating the ball down the field. Looking to scramble. He just threw it away. The last thing you want to do is try to force something on first down in the red zone.
And that goes down as incompletion, but that's a smart play. And the QB coach and the OC will be very happy with the decision of the quarterback. He got outside the pocket, and obviously so he's outside the tackle box. He's moved the third away as long as he got it past the line of scrimmage. Nothing there, nothing open. Live to fight another down.
Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. Third down. Wide receiver comes in motion. Back to throw, it's Russell. A little release to the back.
Man, this defense just has so much speed. You saw it on that third down play. The offense is trying to get a quick one, see if they can get a block and maybe spring a guy free, but the pursuit, wow, that was so good defensively.
They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on fourth down. Quarterback making checks. On fourth down, trying to find his man. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. Boy, it didn't look pretty at first, but it wound up being most effective.
And that's the problem with these guys, these quarterbacks. It's not the first play you have to play. You have to play the second play and the third play because they just keep extending it and making plays. And then next thing you know, you look up and the dude's hitting his head on the goalpost.
The snap sets up the throw. And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hands. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out.